Well, I'm currently in the process of putting off procrastinating, which of course is for papers, for college papers, and all that stuff. That's so fun to do. So I thought I'd make a video. Basically, a little bit tired of doing the whole college thing and the whole papers. Was a bug that was there. So yeah, video. My hair's getting longer. Got the hat still there. Yep. Anyway, so this video is going to be about growing pains. Now, previously we've talked about first world pains, and this one will in fact be about growing pains. Okay, so when I say growing pains, your mind might immediately go to the TV show, of course, with Kirk Cameron. That was not very good at all. But of course, it's not what we're talking about. There's some maybe people on there that probably experienced growing pains at one point in time or something like that. But that's not what we're talking about. So get that out of your mind. No growing pains, no Full House, no Step by Step. None of those TV shows that were so incredibly 90s that they could not be mistaken for any other era of time period ever. So yeah, growing pains. Basically, what you got with growing pains, and I've come to this conclusion that the taller you are, the more growing pains you'll have. It's quite simple, actually. So if you're 5 foot flat, then you're never going to experience any, because of course you haven't really grown. When you're a baby, an infant, of course you've never experienced growing pains because you've never grown. So the same thing that applies for 5 foot people applies for babies that we have established. Not that there's 5 foot babies running around, unless of course some of you are giraffes. Yeah. Anyways, so growing pains. I personally am 6'4". 6'3", 6'4". Okay, somewhere around there. Okay, maybe I fudged it a little bit. With my Nike Air Maxes, adds like 1.5 inches. So you could argue that I'm actually 6'3", but technically I'm 6'4.5". So there. Anyways, so I've actually experienced quite a bit of growing pains. As my legs have gotten longer and my arms have expanded like that. They start here and then they go farther. You can't see because it's way over there, but because of the camera angle. Anyway, so it's way I can show you real quick. Like, look at how long my arm is. It's pretty decisively long. Like, there's not an argument there. Agreed. Now I have a friend named Liana Castro, and she is 5 foot even. Her legs have not experienced any growing pains because, of course, she is the same size that she was as an infant. And let's see. Anyways, I've really kind of thought about this lately and thinking about how much pain people like LeBron James, Dirk Nowitzki, Yao Ming, if we really want to get up there, he's 7 foot, 6 or something, playing for the Houston Rockets, and of course he is in fact an actual Rocket. From time to time, that's how he got on the team. So yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, there's a massive man. He's got experienced tons of growing pains. I look at Shaquille O'Neal and I'm like, good gosh, what? You must hurt everywhere all the time. He's a huge, massive human being. Not saying he's fat. He is a little fat now. But just saying he's got to be in pain. 24/7. He's grown so much since he was, young. Let's see. Other than that, it's really hard to talk about. It's just kind of growing, awareness for growing pains. Today somebody gave me a breast cancer awareness ribbon, which is great. We need to be aware of breast cancer and fight it. Obviously, people say breast cancer awareness, and you're like, well, of course I'm aware of it. I know it is, but it's not. We've got to actually fight. Raise the funds and everything like that. So, that's basically all I had. Growing pains awareness.